Welcome to Double Dragon Trouble. Danger awaits.
Oh god.
We'll see. So, this is our weekly D&D stream. I'm your Dungeon Master, Thijs Peterson. And joining me today are three fantastic players. First off, we have Frederik Padu playing Dinok, the Wood Elf monk.
Who doesn't know how to get himself out of trouble.
No. And last time you were almost in Dragon Trouble. Half Dragon Trouble.
Yeah. Half Dragon
We
Trouble.
have Dagers, the fish out of water, Triton, Paladin,
Yes.
played by Chris Jørgensen.
Thank you. Also, maybe Soren Chesper, if I'm playing.
Oh yeah,
playing
we also have Soren Chesper.
Chesper, best
We'll see,
character.
we'll see. And last but not least, we have Løkke Spar playing Bethrogar World Throne, the angry Wolf Barbarian. Anyway, so last time we had a bit of a Dinok adventure. So when you were in the bank, Dinok was split from the main party when he tried to enter Vault 9 and found himself in this room filled with water. When he came to after fainting in the water, he found himself in a cell in Waterdeep Castle. He was interrogated by one of the dragon cultists, and then he was thrown into an arena with the halfling nobleman Soren Chesper. Anyway, and in the arena they fought the white half dragon dude champion, Forlorn, I guess his name was. Forlorn something. Anyway, it was exciting. There were slaves pulling chains. Soren almost died in the first round. He threw daggers. Then the audience got kind of excited about something and started killing each other, and it was just riot on the arena stands and inside the arena. And then darkness appeared, and the half dragon was frozen by some spell. And then Soren finished him off, and you were all right.
And Dinok got a date.
Oh yeah.
All right.
A small letter pushed into your pocket by one of the cultists while you were, I guess, dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a drow entered the arena and hurried you along, urged you to follow him, and he led you to the prep room of this half-white dragon champion, while you mocked his attendant for a bit, and that's where we left off. You leaving the arena triumphantly, the spectator stand is just full of riot and death and craziness. So we now reverse time. We travel back and see what happened after Dagers and Bethrogar went through the teleportation circle inside the bank. So when we left off from your story, you were in an old study with like a crappy little fireplace, old bookcases, cobwebs, like an old bare rock full of moths. And there was this crazy old man in the room. So we will start there, and then we will see when Dinok will join the story. We need to tie all these storylines together now.
Yes.
So you have emerged into this room. You don't know where this room is. There are no windows, so maybe it's underground. Who knows? You just left the bank where you saw your old companion get killed.
No.
And now there's this old man just rushing towards you, looking at Carrick, looking at so Carrick is this drow with a kind of leathery robes, kind of like a half rogue, half wizard type, and then a silver dragonborn called Nala. And this old man rushes towards him, but oh no, this is not good. They're all supposed to be you two. Who are these? And he points to Dagus and Bethroga. We can't trust this. We can't trust them. What are they doing? And Carrie just, steady now, old man. These can't be trusted. Can they now? How do you know? He says, I saw them fight the cultists. That should be sufficient. Oh, you're so naive, Carrick. He looks at you, Dagus. Oh, you look like a fish. What are you, an agent? Trying to infiltrate?
No, not really. I'm trying to join the resistance.
The resistance. Don't make me laugh.
Why? What's wrong with that?
What about you?
Oh.
Are you an agent?
No, I'm a dwarf. I was of the understanding that that is a fairly common race.
Yes, maybe too common. And he rushes over to a table, flips it over, and pulls out a string, and you can see Kerrigan and Al's like, whoop, tense. Now, old man, don't do it. I want you. If anyone else but you would come through, I would pull this string and Kerrigan just, okay, let's talk about this, all right? These are our friends, right? We ran into them in the vault, and we kind of got caught in this fight trying to get out. But they did help, so saw this one and points at Dagus. Or was it? That was probably the dwarf. I don't know. I was wrong in the circle. Killed one of the purple masks.
Oh,
That was
right.
me, and I'm very proud of it.
I go
Yeah,
and
you see
I
they're covered in blood.
show the cut purple mask I have.
The old man looks at it. Oh. Looks at the string. Can I see it? Hand it over.
Sure. I hand it over.
He grabs it and scuttles back to the string. Looks at it. Looks genuine enough. Hands it back. But it could be fabricated.
I mean, we also have his sword. I took it.
He looks at it. There's this fantastic, like real fantasy dragon sword with dragon motifs and wings and all too many spiky bits pointing backwards towards yourself. Well, maybe if they were agents of the dragon cult, they would just get that. That would be so easy for them to get it.
I don't know. It looks pretty fancy and hard to get get hold of to me.
Not for an agent of the dragons. And he takes the string. I'm gonna pull it. I want you.
What is that?
Yeah.
Also slides over to you. This entire room is rigged to explode. He's the gatekeeper. He's tasked with blowing up the place if the dragon cult got through. So,
Oh.
Well,
anything you could say that would calm him down?
please don't. I like being in one piece.
Well, I mean, your friends here saw us fight. I think don't their word count for anything? Or
Their word, yes, but their minds, they may be tricked. Of course you would help them. Of course you would stage killing all these dragon cultists. Do you even know if they died, Carrick? Well, one of them was cut in half, as far as I remember. It's pretty...
And I mean, I'm also covered in blood.
There's probably enough blood on that dwarf to at least count for 2 dead people. All right, Garrick. But if this hurts the People's Liberation Front of Waterdeep, then by Paydor's light, it's on your shoulders. Don't say that I didn't want to pull the string. Character. All right, we will leave and carry on with our business. Just in soft nods towards the exit. Just you get going quickly.
all right.
Possible.
I walk kind of fast. Don't
I walk as fast as my little legs can carry me.
The entire way you can see the old man's eyes just follow you as he's holding the string. And then you're ushered out of the door by Carrick, and Nala also follows, and then he sort of closes the door and just looks at you. Okay, run, run, run! It starts running down the corridor. Boom! You get to the end of it with no explosions, and he sort of like listens for a moment. Okay, man. That man's crazy.
You don't say.
I mean, it takes courage to pull that string, and this man has enough madness.
True.
Anyway, so what you just experienced was the, well, we call it the lighthouse. It's not really a lighthouse, but it's kind of like the old man sits there. Keep an eye out on it. We use it as like a place for our teleportation stuff.
Oh, right.
So, just so you know, you are very close to the most sacred place in the entire Liberation Front of Waterdeep. So be mindful. We're taking a big risk bringing you here.
Of course, and we appreciate that.
He opens the door at the end of the corridor, and it leads into a big room full of tables, and you can see people sitting around. It kind of looks like some kind of sewer room. The vaulted ceiling, and some like large metal grates in the corners of the room. That gives you a vibe of the black market. So presumably you're underground.
So what now? Should we go and deliver that piece of jewelry to the...
Well,
Yeah.
seeing that we came first, I would say that the spoils go to us. And we got us out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we did discuss delivering that thing together
Yes.
to the Resistance.
Yeah, we did that. So I just want to be sure that when we deliver it, presumably to some kind of agent that you have been in touch with,
Mm.
that the honor and the glory of bringing this necklace goes to me and my partner here.
Sure, as long as we deliver it.
Sure, we just want to be part of the resistance. You
Well,
can have the glory and honor. I don't give much.
You know, if the resistance stuff doesn't work out, there's always the People's Liberation Front of Waterdeep.
Right.
So where are you supposed to bring this necklace?
Yes, Stakers, where are we supposed to bring the necklace?
I thought you were supposed to keep track of that.
Well, I haven't. I have been drunk for 40 years. What do you expect?
Well, 40 years minus maybe 2 days,
Minus maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
presumably.
And it does something to your brain, does something to your memory. Maybe.
To be honest, I don't remember really. I mean, we can always go to the Yawning Portal and ask around. They seem to know.
Well, if that's, I guess that's a start. Maybe your memory will come along in time. But we can definitely go to the Yawn Portal. It's not far.
Ah, great.
All right. Well, unless you want to stay here, take a rest or something, we can go.
Maybe we should.
I could use a rest before we...
It's quite important to take a rest, I'd say.
Maybe a bath too. There's quite a lot of blood on you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
washing myself a
let's
little.
do the full...
I mean, I like this look, but
Yeah, but it doesn't go over well with the people.
it doesn't really know.
No.
It's probably going to get some attention on the street. Anyway, I will quickly speak with my superiors, and we'll sort it out. And he walks over to what looks like a bar, sort of like pull you of the bartender, and exchange some words. Then after a moment, someone else comes in. He's all right, does some negotiations, and then he comes back to you. All right, I have secured you some quarters that you can rest in, but you must be out by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you will probably be followed afterwards, just to be sure.
Hmm.
But I assume that's all fair.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, come along. And he takes you out of a back door, and you're led to what he described as your quarters. But it looks like it's an old part of the sewer that is sort of been bricked off in one end, and then there's just like a few beds, some furniture that's sort of like shaped so it fits the round bottom of the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, this is nice.
You can get some food in the bar if you want.
I think right now I just want to rest.
That's fine.
It's been a long day.
I'll get you at sunrise, and we can go to the yawning portal.
Perfect, thank you.
Very good. And he leaves. So, do you just want to rest, or
I just immediately go and like fall down on one of the beds.
just go unconscious?
I just look at him briefly and just sit down.
Just sit down and just keep looking at him.
Sit down and then just go like.
All right. So you wake up at some point to sound someone knocking on your door. You apparently slept the whole night and until dawn. You are still sitting in that weird position, so you have like a really sore neck and your back aches. Oh. But Dagus, you had a wonderful sleep. You dreamt of fish and water.
That's perfect.
Okay, so you regain all your hit points, you get back all your spent rages, all your spell slots, everything. So you're still covered, but
Nice.
Do I also get that? Even though I'm out there?
you are kinda regaining it, but right now you are technically in a cell, asleep.
Yeah.
In a cell?
So this is taking place in the past compared to last session. It's a bit confusing, but we'll get there. So someone keeps knocking on the door.
Come in.
It's not even locked. You people. You can see it's Carrick.
So,
You're really trusting, you know?
yeah, you seem like a nice guy.
Well, you haven't seen the rest.
Guess that's true.
Anyway, are you ready? Are you set?
Yeah, I think so. It's been a good rest.
All right.
It makes a little sore, but that's nice.
Well, I know it's maybe not the best rooms, but the beds.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect, yes.
Anyway, all right, this way, and he shows you out back through the sort of like the main area. You can see Nala joins you as you're making your way out. He takes you through some winding sewers, up some stairs and down, and up again, and then at last you get to this circular room that you've been in before, with corridors going in all directions, and a tower leading upwards.
Ah, right.
And he rings a bell. Bling, 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 bling. And after a moment, the bucket descends.
The bucket.
It's weird. I heard a story about someone who tried to climb up a few days ago.
Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. Who would do that?
It's dangerous.
Yeah, of course.
You could
Yeah,
die.
what idiots.
Ugh.
Morons, really.
Let's get in the bucket, and you get in, and someone pulls you up, and when you get to the top, it's like, God, Jesus, 4 people in one bucket. You're mad. I would demand double the payment. He gets a coin, and then the lamp is about to fall over. Carrie flips on a coin, and you're in yawning portal. There are not a lot of people. It's pretty early in the morning.
Okay.
Most people are probably out shoveling snow.
All right. I suppose the bartender or the owner is there.
He's there.
All right.
Just looks at you as you emerge. Oh, you again. It's weird. You keep coming out of that hole, but never down.
No, we find other ways. It doesn't matter.
Very good. You want something to drink?
You know what? Why not? Just
I mean, it is.
what time is it
Good
even?
morning.
Like,
Well, it's around 5:30, maybe.
all right. Can I have some water?
Oh, that kind of drink. Well, of course.
I like
And
water.
Jeff goes out with a mug that scoops up some snow, pokes it into the fire for a moment, and then hands it to you. There you go.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Ice cold. On the house.
Oh, thank you
It's
very much.
literally on the house, and he points to the roof.
Oh, damn it. Well,
I have my boys up there shoveling snow, and you can see, like, past one of the windows, just an avalanche rushes past.
anyway,
Right. Yes.
we we came to talk to you for a reason. You see, you remember we talked a bit about the resistance and all that.
As he looks around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was something about an assignment you were on.
Yes, and you see, we've actually completed this assignment, but some wizard must have cast a memory loss spell on me, because I don't remember who or where we're supposed to meet. The resistance. I thought,
That's rotten luck, isn't it?
yes, you never know. Anything can happen. So I figured you would be. You're like the most trustworthy person we know.
Well, I would probably talk with the gnome. He seems to be all about that business.
And where could we find him?
He's probably in his room. Upstairs.
Oh. Well, that's lucky.
He's a bit grumpy in the morning, but you can wake him if you want to. Or you can just wait. He usually comes down around 6.
Oh, that's not too bad. I think we'll wait for him. I think, or at least I think. What do you think, Bathroga?
I think it's fine to wait.
All right. Do you want anything to drink?
Well, I want all of it.
I'm not paying. I'm not paying.
I'm just sort of like sitting, tapping my fingers and clawing the table, like.
Do you like water?
I
Oh.
crave booze.
But we
But
have some cheap stuff. 2 cups a mark.
I'll take it.
Very well. Like, works it under the desk, then puts down some. I guess you would call that breakfast.
That is breakfast. It is lovely breakfast. Ooh, it's strong. Tastes awful, but it's strong.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in that.
what is
Don't care.
your name, by the way? I don't
My
think.
name?
Yeah, I don't think we ever got it, did we?
Oh, well, my name, you see, is. And he sort of like leans over and takes out a book. My name. I looked it up moments ago. Of course. It's Dernan.
Dernan.
Can't forget a name like that.
Oh, of course. Perfect. I mean, if we're waiting here, Dernan, do you have like a big bowl?
Yes.
I was just wondering if we could, instead of this muck, if I could get a bowl of water.
Of course. Just hang in there, and he walks into the kitchen and comes back with a large wooden bowl. Here you go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Just
If you want to get water, there's plenty outside.
I go outside and get a lot of snow.
Just sit looking at dwarf drinking heavily and a fish man with a huge bowl of snow, and then just carrying an Alison on the side. Just, well, I might as well get some breakfast, and flips a silver on the table. Ding. That for some, I don't know, what do we have? Bread?
Do you have cheese?
Cheese? Oh no, that's too expensive. You have to visit the black market for that.
Don't worry, we have some waiting for us. Anyway, I'll bring the snow to the fire. just to
All right.
like melt it a
To
bit.
warm it up. So
Yeah.
it melts, but it's still ice cold.
All right, perfect. I go and set the big bowl on a table, and I just sit, just tap my shoulder when the gnome is here, and I just dip my entire head in the bowl, and I just stay down there with my head.
Sturm sort of like, all right. Is that normal? He looks at Bethroga.
Haven't seen it before, but I assume you can just expect anything with these fishes.
Oh, I suppose so. You need another mark? 2 copper?
Yeah, another one. Yes, please.
Right. Pause on.
How many copper pieces goes in a gold piece? Because I can only count my money in gold pieces.
100.
Okay. I just drink it all in one go, and it's like, one more, please.
You've been so drunk you forgot how money works.
What is this? One just throws a gold on the counter and just, all right. Well, you can also get some better stuff if money stuff.
No, this is fine.
All right.
Perfect.
I mean, you can get your own keg for, let's say, 5 silver.
I'll take the cake.
All right. Yeah, takes the money and pulls out the cake. Just
take the cake and then go like.
All right, make a Constitution save.
Okay.
With advantage.
I don't know.
That was a 10.
Okay.
10. All right. You feel the effect of this.
Yes.
You feel pretty dizzy, and I mean, you haven't been drinking heavily for 2 days, maybe. So suddenly, it's all coming back to you. So I'm gonna give you 1 level of exhaustion. Let's call it 1 level of drunkenness to a disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, damn it.
So.
It's fine.
So after around half an hour, this gnome walks down the stairs, a bit of cigar in his mouth, looks around, and the barkeeper's up like, "Hey, that guy over there's looking for you." And, "What?" It looks over at Bethroga, then at the fishman. "Oh, it's you."
I still have my head in the bowl. I don't notice it.
I just go and then I take my arm like I can tap him with the shoulder, but I just go.
Just drowning him. I drowned
Can't
fish.
drown him. He's a fish man.
Yeah, you actually can't do that.
Can't.
Well, there you go. So like you hold him on the gills or something.
Yeah. I just bring my head up, splashing water everywhere.
Your lush green hair just flying.
Oh, is it now? I look around and see the gnome.
Just takes his cigar. You were looking for me.
Right, you. You see the resistance job. Remember?
Of course I remember. It's my job to remember.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well, it's done.
Oh, splendid. You have the necklace.
Yes.
All right.
Carrick?
Can I see? Carrick sort of walks over, takes out the necklace from a leather bag and holds it up towards the gnome. Just let's be absolutely sure about the details here. Technically, it was me and my partner who got this, and they kind of just arrived at the end and dragged a lot of guards with them. So technically, we got this necklace, but they did their part. And he hands it to the gnome and just, all right. Good.
We did kill a bunch of cultists.
Well, that is splendid. This bank job was mad. We've heard a lot about it. A lot of rumors going on around.
Oh, what do they say?
Well, it's not good.
Oh.
I can tell you that. It appears that the dragon cultists have managed to capture someone who knows about the resistance. Do you know anything about this?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Well, there's this prisoner. if he speaks, I don't know what that could mean, but it's probably not going to be good for your chances to get into the Resistance if you botched up the job already.
Who's this person?
I don't know, but I know where he is.
And where would that be?
In the dungeons of Waterdeep Castle.
Oh, that's probably not easy to get him out of there.
No, I suppose not. So I thought that, why not kill two flies with one stroke? So I forwarded my papers and I've got you a new assignment. Your second assignment is get this man out of there before he speaks.
Alright.
Very cool.
Is there any more details on this assignment?
Well, you might also be interested in something else.
Yes.
There's an execution about to happen in downtown. And I think from the description, one of them belonged to your party. Elf, weird
Dino.
bandages.
Well, he did just disappear.
He did disappear.
Well, apparently he's about to be executed in the arena.
Well, shit.
Oh yeah. You really... Good job. Good job all around.
Where's the arena?
Well, I could show you, but I haven't had my breakfast yet.
Show us.
Show.
Well, as I said, breakfast first.
I grab him by the collar and turn him towards the exit. Show us.
Alright, make an intimidation check.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try.
Well, you can try, but with a disadvantage.
It's gonna be very good.
Fuck.
Well, it might be necessary to try.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try.
5.
How did you do? 5? He just slaps your hand. Please set me down, boy.
My
You know, I
worst
would-
was a 1, so that doesn't really work. I just turn towards him and fall face first towards him.
You just listen now,
Raise my arm and then-
and then just fall over with your kick. Carrick's walks up to you. Well, I do know where this arena is, if you want to.
Alright, perfect. Get your breakfast, gnome. Alright,
Ah,
let's
well,
go.
Good luck. Come back here if you get him out.
Thank you.
Not the elf, the other one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so Carrick walks outside, so pulls his ropes tight around his neck as you walk into a frosty, clear morning. On the roofs, people are just shoveling fresh snow off to prevent them from collapsing. And
It's a nice temperature.
oh yeah, it's very cold. So Carrick takes you through the town, through winding streets, across broad main roads, and you start hearing this faint sound of a huge, like a mob. And as you get closer, it rises until you can just hear this roaring audience somewhere behind some wooden structures. On the cliff above you, you can see the castle of Waterdeep, and then sort of like coming down the mountainside is this weird wooden structure of towers and huts and tents and stuff, and then at the bottom, in like with the rest of the city, there's a circular wooden structure with the banners flying, and you can hear a lot of noises from inside.
I'm guessing that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
am I wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Carrick?
Looks like it.
I mean, there's only one arena as far as I know, and it's probably here. to be
Alright,
honest.
perfect.
So do you want to lead the way?
I mean,
We'll
how
take-
how well do you know this arena? Do you know any entrances we could go to? Or
Well, we could probably get in through a servant's entrance. The trick is, we just need to get to the spectator stands, then we'll be able to see what's going on.
Sure.
But all entrances to the spectator stands are guarded.
Oh.
But
Well-
maybe you could do something.
Well, you can how do you usually gain entrance to an event like this?
Well, you need to be a member of the cult,
Oh,
or at least have some kind of cult credentials.
Oh, that's not.
I don't suppose a half
Does the sword
dragon
work?
mask would work.
At least it's not. Might, maybe. I mean, it's a pretty dragon sword, so I don't know about the mask. It's half, so and maybe someone is already looking for the other half. So maybe don't flash that around too much.
Oh, alright.
But the sword, maybe. Could make some kind of disguise.
Maybe skies, but out of what?
Hmm.
Do we have?
Or you could just wing it.
Well, we
Your
usually
style.
do that, but
We usually wing it, but it's not as much winging it as it's trying succeeding against all odds.
So the thing is, this is they're mostly like civilian cultists, so not everyone is on active duty in there. So you might not need a uniform. So maybe you could try with the sword.
you know what? Let's just try. Why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Unless some of you can fly or something.
I can swim.
Who can't?
I guess that's true. I say we just try. I mean,
Yeah.
at worst we'll get turned away, I guess, and then we'll have to try another way anyway.
Yeah, that's a positive way to think about it. But sure,
Exactly.
it's
I just
fine.
start walking towards them.
So it's not like runs up to your side and points you in the right direction, so you enter by the right way. So there's like some like an entrance with some signs saying, "Today, blood,
No.
an elf."
But
More
Roger,
blood.
do you want to present the sword?
I don't think that I should present the sword in my current
Are you still
condition.
carrying the keg?
Oh, right.
I'm not carrying the keg. I emptied the keg.
All right. Well, maybe you might pass off as the typical member of the audience,
That's true.
blind drunk.
Yeah,
I-
sounds nice.
I can present the sword if you wish, but
Yeah,
It's up to you.
well,
Just present the sword.
I'm maybe this whole fish appearance.
Maybe the whole fish appearance, yeah.
Yeah, it might be a bit suspicious.
Maybe I have to present the sword. I just have to wing it.
you go
Okay.
for it. I'm sure you'll do great.
We'll support you however we can.
Yes.
Yes. Great.
Go for it. So you can see outside this entrance, there's one guard standing there with his sword and spear and his armor and stuff, and he sort of looks. Someone comes by and they flash like some kind of badge or something, and he just looks at it, holds it up. All right, you can go in. I think it's about to start. You better hurry. And he gets up the stairs inside. Someone else runs you up and shows him the badge, and then just passes him some coins under the. Well, there's no table, but if there's been a table, it would have been under the table. Just, all right, everything seems to be in order. Carry on. And they also enter. And then he sees you approaching, so come on, let's see some credentials.
I do not have credentials in the traditional sense, but this is an heirloom from a family member. My grandfather, in fact, was a renowned member of the cult.
She
I just clearly try to hold it together.
just he takes it, looks at it for a while. Well, your grandfather is this, so you have family in the cult? What was his name?
Yes, I do. It is Hamilton
Hamilton.
the third.
The third?
The
Well,
third.
that sounds like a classic dwarf name, I presume. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Sorry. I told you I shouldn't do this. Well,
You might have
The
2 different
lowest was
ones.
actually a 15, so I'm
Oh,
Well,
pretty
Elizabeth.
stoked.
Hamilton. And sort of looks at you. Looks at the crowd. Well, alright. Are these your friends?
Yeah, these are my friends.
What's with the fish man?
Well, I found him washed up on the shore one day, thought he looked funny, and brought him with me. Felt a bit sorry for him, really.
Ah, yeah. Alright, well, very well, he hands you back the sword. Carry on.
Thank you.
Show's about to begin.
perfect. Thank you.
I hear they're selling oranges down at the stand, so you might want to be quick. They're probably all gone by now.
Sad. I wanted oranges.
I lean over to Bathroga. What's an orange?
It doesn't taste like cheese, that's for sure.
All right, quite
Sort of
descriptive.
like like you can exclude a lot of foods that way.
Yeah, doesn't either it does or it doesn't taste like cheese. That's the rule
Probably
of foods.
underwater, everything tastes like cheese, so I can't imagine this.
Yeah, I need one of these oranges.
It's like you're looking at a new color you've never seen before. Trying to imagine.
Well, an orange is orange.
Also, because of the light and stuff, there's no orange colors under the sea, so you just don't know. I have no idea what this could be. Anyway, you ushered through the entrance, and so you see this sort of like wood structures that has been built as the spectator stands. So there's stairs leading up to the topmost rows, and some of them sort of like tunnel through the middle section to get to the front seats. So where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You can hear people all over you, like up above you, sitting on the stands. Some of them like drumming on the wooden boards. We want blood! We want blood! Arr!
Maybe we should sit in the front row so we can actually run down and do something if need be.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
All right. So you make your way through the softly the lowest part of the arena, and you get a good spectator seat. You sort of have to jostle a bit because there's a lot of younger people, especially who want to be right at the front, where the blood can sort of like splash up at them. And you only have to wait a few seconds when like a horn goes off, and then from one end of the arena, a door opens, and out comes a pair. One familiar wood elf, and not familiar to you, but a recurring character, Soren Jasper, chained to the wood elf, and they sort of move into the arena. Then the other side, another gate opens, and this half-white dragon champion appears with his armor and just waves his sword around, and the audience goes wild and "Woo, we love him, kill!" and all that stuff. And the battle ensues in front of you. He starts by throwing daggers, and the halfling is hit immediately, and you see he looks pretty bad. He looks like he's about to die. And but the battle continues. There's stuff going on. The elf, well, you know it's Dinok, shoot some arrows. Some of them hit the crowd. They go mad. They start killing each other. You can see the riot start spraying around the spectator stands, converging on your position rapidly as people just start grabbing each other, start hitting each other with their fists and stuff. At one point, you can see the halfling is about to get crushed by this half dragon champion, and then Carrick sort of like murmurs some words, waves his hand, and a sphere of darkness appears in the place, and you can just hear a swinging weapon inside the darkness. What the fuck? And then you can see this halfling running out, chased by the white dragon dude. And again, as he is about to crush the halfling, Carrick casts another spell, and the half dragon freezes, and then the halfling finishes off the champion. Much to the excitement of some of the crowd, but most of the crowd is just engaged in this running riot all around him. And you can see Dinok during the battle gets hit by this frosty breath thing from White Dragon champion, and he gets frozen, and you think he might be dying. So, Dagos, do you want to do anything about that?
Yeah, well, I think I already kind of did last time, so I don't think I
Oh,
can
you don't
change
have
that.
to.
Oh,
up
well,
to
it
you.
already happened. Lay on hands.
So you sort of like just reach over the side of the arena. I want you to do an acrobatics check just to see how well you balance on the side. It's sort of like reach down to touch him.
16.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of with one hand, and you start like swaying on the side and just about touch his head, and you pump him full of how many hit points you want to do.
Let's do 15.
15. All right, so just pump him through, and he springs back to life. Then he immediately grabs for his pocket and looks at a small lead
Oh yeah.
that was left by one of the cultists, and he looks happy. And carries. All right, you follow Nala down to the prep room. I'll get them out. And he jumps into the arena, and then you can see him ushering Dinok and Halfling towards the door that the champion came from. He walks in there. Meanwhile, you are being led by Nala around the arena, down some other stairs, and you get to like a place. It looks like a bit VIP. There's like a sign saying "Fall," White Dragon, and like a poster of him posing with a sword. And outside there's like a bouncer, not a dragon cultist, but just kind of like a buff dude looking at you. No entrance. This is off limits. This is for the champion only. Cannot enter. And you can hear like muffled sounds from inside, like. The hell is going on now?
Did you not see? The champion's dead.
I don't believe you.
Well, do you want to go check? He's...
Well, it's my duty to stand guard. I'm not going to leave my post. You don't know how it is to work for a fallen White Dragon. He's a tough master. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. Just get out.
No, I appreciate your commitment to the job, because it just happens to be that I am the new champion. So these are
What
my
do you
quarters
mean?
now. I beat him.
That's impossible. You're not even in the arena.
I was. I just came out. It was kind of boring out there.
You came from the spectator stands. What are you all about?
Well, you really don't know what's going on. There's a big fight in the entire spectator stand, so the guards thought it best to take us out there.
But he can hear like rioting sounds and the clashing of weapons and stuff going. But the champion. Where's your escort then? If you're the champion, surely you have someone with you. He looks at
Right.
Bethroga, and then at Carrick and at Nala. This is I don't know about this.
What if we go in, like you can see, like if you go a bit further, you can see the arena, right? And then you can see that the champion is dead. Wouldn't that be proof enough?
Okay, wait there. And he walks in. So, Dinok, you were in this prep room with armor and sort of table with food and stuff, and then there was this attendant that one of you hit. I don't remember. Was probably Soren.
Yeah.
Tried to knock his teeth out, and you were sort of like escaping through this room. Oh yeah, and Carrick was also with you. So you can see this burly man suddenly appear in the door, look around, and look at you. What the hell are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in here. This Going for the champion. Elf. 2 elves. In my prep room. He just points at the attendant. You let them in. And so, what can I do? Nothing. You're useless. I'll have none of this. And he turns around and walks out. So, you guys, do you want to wait politely for him, or do you want to?
I think I want to just like kind of head in a bit after him.
You saunter in through the door, and you can see this is really nice, sort of like a lounge. It's still this wooden structure, but all the walls being covered with carpets. The carpets on the floor. There's sort of like braziers burning with hot coal, and like a table just full of fruit, oranges, but you don't know what oranges are. All kind of seafood and stuff. Really nice. This looks like a place for an opulent place for a champion.
Mm.
And as you enter, you see the bouncer come back from the prep room, and he goes, "Hey, I told you not to get in here. Please get out."
There's no one else around, is there?
It's just him. Your entire party and all your NPCs.
I just try and knock him on the head with the handle of my sword, so non-lethal damage.
Alright, make an attack roll. Also, just to be clear, Dinok, your time lord has caught up, so you're now in sync.
I rolled a 22.
22, yeah. You can't do, and then just swing the handle of your sword and hit him over the head. Give him some damage.
Alright. 11.
Alright, you just knock him out. And then he keels over. Falls on the carpet.
Before I go further, I'm an adventurer. I have to check if he has anything of worth on him.
Right, so you quickly pat down his pockets, and you found a leather pouch containing 85 silver pieces.
85. Alright.
And a small figurine of a dragon. Probably made of pewter.
I'll take the figure, it's cool, and I'll take 50 of the silver. He needs some himself.
Oh, that's very nice of you. So, Dinok, you can see through this door. Dacus converse with this guy and just knock him out and start looting his pockets. You can see the other members of your party in the room, the adjacent room. You are muted.
Wait, you are muted.
You're mute.
Oh my god.
Apparently I can't talk.
Oh my god. Dinok is mute.
I'm mute for the rest of
Having
the
something
session.
seriously happened to him in the dungeons.
Sitting there like,
Do I happen to know where my belongings are?
No, you weren't told, and who knows?
Can I see any paper in the room?
Not in the prep room, but you can sort of see through the door into the other room, sort of the lounge room. There's like a table with some ink and some paper and stuff.
I hurry in there as fast as my feet can carry me, and I write down, note to self, after countless experiments, there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
So you sort of like write on the first paper and you see this kind of like fan letters, just a stack of them, so you just turn one of them over and write your note on the other side.
Yeah, and I grab it.
So there's this whole stack of fan letters just blowing in the wind now, flying through the air.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just note that down, completely oblivious to everything else.
Alright, so you see Dinok just rush past you, start scribbling down notes on a piece of paper.
It's good to see you, by the way.
really
Dinok.
nice.
There is no light.
There's no. No, I mean
There's
we're
nothing.
in. If we go outside, there's probably more sun. What?
There's no light.
Anyway.
I still have my band-aid across my eyes.
No. Oh, right. Yeah.
Just open
I
up.
see. Yeah. Are you okay? I mean, you just disappeared at the vault. We didn't
Yeah,
know
I
where you
think I
went.
drowned. I'm pretty sure I drowned.
You drowned. Oh.
Pretty sure.
Like you went into the room of darkness, and you just. I
Yeah.
tried to follow, but you know how I am with darkness. It doesn't work
I
out.
pulled the lever and suddenly the room was filled with water.
Oh. Well, that sounds nice, but yeah, I suppose without. Yeah,
And I
without.
couldn't see.
Yeah, that's not nice. I
And there
know
were
that.
puzzles.
Oh,
A bad puzzle.
I hate those.
So
But
basically I drowned. I don't know what happened to the other person that I carried, but
Oh no, that's true. But are you fine now? Do you have everything? Like, we gotta get you out of here.
I think I'm fine.
So he's just wearing the basics of his clothes, no weapons or bags or anything apart from that.
Yeah, oh, I still think... I think I have the heart of that half-dragon thing. I can't remember. I think I took something from
Yeah,
him.
you probably pulled out the heart or something.
I'm pretty sure I cut out his heart.
How about your big what's it called? The stick with the blades on the end. Where's that?
Oh,
Do you have that?
I don't know where that is.
Oh,
The old Lao Shang.
La Chatang,
Uh,
I think.
it's like Soren Chapin's name. Possible to remember.
yes.
Maybe you should call him Soren Lashtang.
Tom.
He was my weapon all along.
So yeah, there's also this halfling just walking up to you. Well,
Do you want to do the halfling?
sure. It just looks at you. Well, my accent has probably changed a bit since last time, but nice to meet you. I'm Soren Chapins. Jasper. And he sort of shakes your hand.
It's good to meet you.
Even though you don't want to, he just grabs it and shakes it and shakes Bethroga's hand. So you almost keel over from your drunkenness.
So yeah, what else?
So Carrie says, well, I suppose you have your man?
Yes.
We should probably get out then. So it sounds like you had an assignment for the resistance, but that's not any business of mine. I have to make sure that the Silvanecta's gesture is heard in the right places.
Yeah, that's true. But the resistance assignment, they said there was someone who. What was it? I think it's. What was it, Bethroga? Perfect. All right.
I just stand up there.
Well, you can make
And then I fall onto the
There was
floor.
someone who was gonna.
check with a disadvantage to see if you can remember.
Yeah, please do it. Just.
God damn it. Well, that's already lost. Why? One of them was a natural one and the other was a natural.
So for moments you just have this brilliant, oh yeah, I remember, and then just complete blackness.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Also make a Constitution save. And that's not advantage.
Is it not with disadvantage?
No, just a regular one. So that's a D20 and then
Then it's a 14.
14. All right. So you feel the effect of the keg start to wear off.
Thank
Most
God.
people would still be strongly affected by this, but you're a working alcoholic, I suppose.
Also, I'm a dwarf, so.
Yeah, that's probably that. Not the 40 years of drinking.
Hasn't hardened me at all. Not
Well,
affected.
it was some something about person in the dungeon, and I assume that Dinoc, you'll want your equipment anyway, right?
Yeah.
So we should go look for it. It's probably. I assume you were brought here from the dungeon.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got interrogated about some stuff.
Oh.
They asked me who I was working for and stuff like that. You know the general deal.
Yes, yeah. all that.
Just like a bad book about criminal intricacies and stuff.
Well, actually, I think you probably don't know what it's talking about because you're under the water. I don't know if they have like crime novels.
Well, anyway, I suppose that they might keep prisoners' belongings at the dungeons.
Yeah.
That would be a reasonable conclusion, yes.
Alright, so. I mean, if we're going there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But who is this person caught in that you were talking about? It seemed pretty empty.
Oh.
At least from what I saw.
We didn't get a lot of info.
We just knew there's a guy down there, and we need to get him out.
Yeah, like they kept asking me about some stuff about the resistance and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, like, we'll wing it.
Okay.
We're good at
You
that.
see both Carrick and Nala just over at the place are just scooping oranges into their pockets and just apples and grapes and just.
Oh, by the way, I had to try and survive, so I told them everything. I think I made some stuff up about the location of somewhere called the Waterdeep Liberation Army sort of thing. I told them about that.
Carrick and Nala just look over. She said, "What? Did you tell them about the People's Liberation Front of Waterdeep?"
Yeah, I just made something up.
That's very specific.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't. I just told them a bunch of rabble. Nothing that they can actually use.
Well, I'll have to take your word for it. It would be very bad manners to.
I did tell them about a place where we met in the graveyard.
Well,
But that was to make it seem believable, since they already knew that there was something with the graveyard.
yeah, we don't have
but that-
anything to do with that.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought it was a good way to just, go with it.
All right, probably fine. Anyway, you good luck on your assignment. We will get back to our business of this necklace stuff. Maybe
Alright.
we'll run into each other in the black market.
yes, we can share some
Those.
cheese.
Oh, well, we have some oranges to trade with if you're interested.
Perfect. Let's meet down there later. And
Excellent. I hope you survive.
you too.
Me too.
And Carrick and Nala just leaves, and the halflings sort of like, if you don't mind, I'm just going to run out.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Good fight. He sort of like
Yeah.
says that,
Did well. You did
if
well.
I meet you again, I'm buying you a beer.
Oh, okay. You can find me at the yawning portal like tomorrow or the day after that.
Excellent. See you there, and also runs out of the room.
Right.
Then the attendant from another room sort of like closes his head in, still holding his nose, just bleeding. Oh my, what did you do to him?
He fell asleep.
Oh,
He's been standing there for so long.
right. Do you mind if I just go home?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. I would like to throw him a gold piece for his troubles.
Oh, all right.
Or actually, no, I don't have any money on me. Can you
Just
guys
make
like
a motion.
can you guys like put it down for me?
Could you be generous on my behalf?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll throw him a gold piece and say, take a vacation.
Ding! Oh, thank you. And then he runs out. Maybe I can buy some new teeth.
Or
All-
new nose.
Also, I think it'll be good for the group as a whole to get your belongings, Dino, because as I remember, you took all the gold and the stuff from the vaults.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, exactly. So there's probably some in there. But anyway, so where were you brought in here from the dungeon?
Oh, from the other entrance.
Oh,
There's like a direct connection.
Oh.
then we
So
should
we
probably
could
go
just
there.
go through the arena and then just back in.
How are you feeling, by the way? I
I'm
I
feeling
helped you a
pretty
bit.
good.
You're okay?
I feel like I could kill like I think I could kill at least 2 times a half dragon. I could basically kill a whole dragon.
All right. Well, then we will take the odds of the dungeon.
Still clearly rabbled in his head after the numerous near-death asphyxiations and stuff.
Do you want to lead the way? I don't.
Yeah, sure.
All right, go for it.
I begin walking towards the wall.
So you reach the wall. What do you want to do with it?
I turn right towards the exit.
So there are 2 exits. The one that everyone else left through, which Bethroga and Dagos came from, or the one that you came from that leads to the arena.
The one I came from.
Okay, so you sort of go past and back into the prep room. So this room is full of various weapons. If any of you wants to sort of like help yourself to some stuff.
Well, I don't assume there's anything of note in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to give Dagers the sword. There you go.
All right.
He
Thank you.
uses swords, right?
Oh yeah.
The
Is there
dragon
any?
sword.
Is there anything
dragon
special
sword,
about this
yeah.
sword, or is it just fancy?
So it's real fancy.
Yeah.
But as far as you can see, it's just a fancy sword.
Oh,
Nothing
damn it.
magical about it.
Well, I'll still take it. Thank you. It's
Yeah,
quite nice.
you're welcome.
So it's sort of like slightly curved, but sort of like in the middle, it's sort of like split a bit, so there are like pointy bits sticking out, and then continues, and it's sort of like half saber kind of thing, with dragon wings at the pommel, and yeah, very nice.
So technically, what kind of sword is it?
So this is a short sword.
A short sword. All right.
And then you can see these small dragon carvings that you remember spewed, as far as I remember, acid when you were in the vaults, when it
Yeah.
was wielded by one of the dragon cultists.
Yeah.
But you can't see any buttons or anything that would activate this ability.
We'll have to get that checked
So
out.
you want to walk back into the arena?
I just follow Dinok.
Outside you just hear the crowd, but it's more violent than when you arrived in the first place. And you can sort of see in the arena there are people running around. Some of them are sort of like attending to the half dragon, and some of them are just carrying a body, and there's like a makeshift hospital going on where they like carry people with broken noses and stuff, and like a cleric wearing dragon robes trying to keep up with the demand. Just
Fancy.
so. You just want to sneak past, or do you want to just blend in, or how do you want to get across this? It's like a good, maybe 150 feet to cross.
Oh. Yeah, I just continue to walk.
Alright, you just strut out. And the rest follow, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright. So you walk. So you actually, if you just want to try to strut through with so much confidence that no one's going to notice, is that kind of a thing we're going for?
Yeah, basically.
So,
I don't even know myself why I should be worried.
Make a let's say charisma persuasion.
persuasion.
That would be good. Yeah, 17.
So all right, you walk through, and some of the cultists that are like dragging your body sort of looks up at you, but you just look so confident and that that's probably where he's supposed to be. And they keep carrying the body, and you walk through, and the rest just follow in your wake through this. You can see on the spectator stands, it's sort of starting to thin out, but those who remain have sort of like, some of them barricaded themselves on the top, and there are cultists rushing in wearing armor and stuff. Come on, this is madness! Come down from there! We will not go! We will not go! We want our champion back! So they're working on it. And then you get through the gate that you came from. So this small room with some crabby rats. So, D-Dog, do you want to try to like retrace the path that you were led?
I would like to do that, and I expect an intelligence throw.
Yeah. Let's just say intelligence, maybe survival, if you want to.
Survival, okay. 15.
15. All right. You follow, and you're a wood elf, so you've probably been in the woods, so you're kind of used to like looking out for small markers on trees and stuff to find your way around. So you paid attention to the doors, what kind of material they were made of, details in the stones. So you find your way through this maze of tunnels until you get to sort of like a portcullis that has been closed, and outside there are 2 dragon guards just standing there, looking bored, but when you appear, they sort of snap to attention. Halt! What is your business? You don't...
Well, I just got sent to the execution, and I'm kind of like I'm a bit confused, because apparently I was supposed to be executed in there. What happens if you actually defeat the champion? Do you just go back here and just go through the door? Because I would like to return to my cell now, please.
Just look at the shell. You what?
Yeah, like apparently that half dragon guy or whatever he was, he felt weird. I think he got sick or something. Suddenly he just like, it was like he couldn't move. So the little halfling friend of mine that you chained me up with, I think he stabbed him in the butt, in his buttocks.
This is look. Well, I guess you're here, so yeah, we can take it back to your cell.
Okay, that would be nice. Thank you.
Who's a dwarf? What's with the fish man?
Oh, apparently they. I was kind of confused because apparently I had a near-death experience, so they're kind of helping me find my way.
We just want to help him back to the cell.
Yeah, we really worry.
Do you have any credentials or any badge? You are with the cult, I assume.
Of course, I bring out the sword.
He looks at it. Oh, make a persuasion check. The thrower, you can also try it, but it's still with disadvantage.
Darren!
13.
13.
Yeah, 1. That's not good.
Alright, so you just start to lecture him, but he can't understand what you're saying, so he turns to daggers. Well, I don't know about the dwarf, but this looks alright. Well, I guess we'll take you there then.
Thank you.
I see you lost your manacles. He looks at you, Dinok.
Yeah, like in the battle, I thought they were very detrimental to my survival, so I just took them off.
Right. Well, we need to get some back, so would you please wait there for a moment, then we'll get this sorted out.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, he announced to his friend, could you, and then he says something draconic. Says all, and then walks off.
I stabbed the other guy in the neck.
The champion.
What?
No, the other guy.
I thought you talked to him.
Oh,
I
no,
stab you in the neck.
I stabbed you in the neck. Why do you do that? Alright, make an attack.
Natural 20.
Well, that hits for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
So that is like double damage, right?
So you roll your damage dice twice.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not very good. 6.
6. All right. So yeah, you try to stab him cleanly in the neck, but instead you sort of like it gets sort of caught in the side on the shoulder and some tendons is like someone, guards, and you see the other one that he waved away, so turns around. What the hell? And just starts running off.
He starts
so
running
this-
off, the other one.
Yeah, he's running. So this one, he will. Well, you can roll initiatives to see how
Alright.
well you're doing on that.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a 17.
Unnatural 20.
Wait, what is mine? What the fuck? Carrots. Shit. Oh,
No.
8.
It is 8.
Yes.
And then... Alright, so I am gonna say that you used your action to attack him. So we are going next initiative, and that is the Dragon Guard. So he's sort of like pulling out his sword, or his dragon scimitar, and tries to hit you with it as he draws it out of its scabbard. What's your armor class?
15.
15. He hits you. And you take 7 slashing damage as it draws it and draws a blade across your stomach. Get back! And then he attacks you again.
I cause
But this
disadvantage
time-
with my shield.
Oh, alright. So he tries to take him. You know he's not going to hit. So you just stand there, and the dagger still blocks his attack with his shield. So like...
Sorry, I forgot that on the first hit.
Bethroga, it is your turn.
I just want to try to attack the guard.
Alright. Make an
What?
attack roll.
Great X. Ah, yeah, natural 20.
Jesus, just jumping him up. Okay, so that's roll the d12 twice. And then
Oh,
add
that's
your
potentially
modifiers.
good damage.
So I rolled a d12 twice.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
That's
add your-
11 and 4, so
So 15 plus your strength modifier.
that's my strength modifier. Oh my god, with proficiency bonus or just the strength
No,
modifier?
just
Okay. Okay, then it's 18. 18 damage.
18. Alright, he just stand back! You are no way to escape this place! You'll be surrounded! And you just take your axe once. It's just however you want to do it with that damage.
Can I just... I'm pretty good at cutting people in half. Cut them in half.
Alright, you just cut him in two and just
No way, it's from the bottom up.
yeah, so just he just no, you lift him up and just gets split in two. Ah! And his screen sort of gets cut in half in a weird way, as each lung still works technically, but they're split. So it just falls apart. So it's
It's quite morbid.
and then you hear a bell ring somewhere down the corridor. Dun, 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 and it's taken up somewhere else and in another corridor. Dun, 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 dun. And a third corridor. Dun, 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 dun.
Sweet.
And then there's like an alarm clock going off right under your feet, like. No.
I think they're having a party. We should go.
No, I don't think we should.
You are in front of this portcullis that, well, you haven't checked it, but it's kind of blocking the corridor, and you know, Dinox, that this is the way to the dungeon, the cell section that you came from. and then there are 3 other corridors going off in all directions. So we're sort of like in a crossroads.
I try to lift the portcullis.
All right. Give me a strength athletics check.
Alright, why not? I have
And
to
if
try
anyone
and
wants-
lift everything.
There.
25.
All right. That's very good. So you take the podcast, start lifting, and it slowly starts screeching open.
Little help?
I could help.
All right. You can make a strength athletics check. See how helpful you are.
6.
6.
Can I do a strength athletics check?
Sure. And that would be with disadvantage because you are still.
Yeah, fair. That's.
So Dinox starts trying to help you, but Vegas, you can just feel that there's no difference.
It's 16.
16. Holy shit. All right. So Dinox starts to help. Doesn't really do anything. Then Bethrog just jumps up and opens it up, and yeah, you can get through. You can see guards coming down the corridors from all the other directions. Get them! Shot them! Surround them! And they rush towards you. So
Let's go.
you can go. You can go through if you want to. Whoop.
Yeah.
And you drop the portcullis and just slam shut behind you. So there's one corridor leading away from this, and Deduct, you know that if you go this way, there's like a wooden door that you need to go through, and then you're in the upper cells section.
I don't know, if we had to get my belongings, wouldn't it be most likely to be like near the guard room?
Probably. I don't know where the guard room is though.
Maybe from where all the guards are coming.
It's possible.
You can hear the footsteps on the corridors.
Well, one thing at a time. Let's go down here first. Let's see. I mean, we're looking for a prisoner as well.
Who?
Well, we don't know. That's the thing.
A crossbow bolt flies down the corridor and hits your shield, Dinoc. Dagus.
But I suggest, no matter what, we just go now, because people.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
You run down the corridor, and as you remember, Dinoc, there's this door blocking just round around a corner. You can see down the other corridor that the guards of like gather around the portcullis, and you can see that at least 6 of them. So it's like, get this open! Pull someone! Who the hell has the key? And then there's some commotion around there.
Can we just open the door in front of us?
You try the handle, but it's locked.
I decide to pick the lock with a small dagger, if I can see any small item.
Alright, are you proficient with thief tools?
Nope. Or wait, maybe. No.
Alright, so
I'm proficient with smith tools, though. I could try and just hammer it open.
well, if you can argue how you are going to use your smithing tool skills to open this lock, then
Forge a key.
I'm going to put the tip of an arrow into the lock, and then just use the butt of the spear to just like ruin the lock by pushing the arrow in and destroying the mechanism.
Alright, make a strength athletics check.
Let us see. 12.
Alright, you shove the spear in and you think you broke the lock pretty good.
Okay. I try to open the door.
Still locked.
Damn it!
But I'm pretty sure the mechanism is broken.
I try and kick the door in.
Alright, make a strength athletics check.
Oh, that's not good. God damn it. 11.
And you just kick the door.
What's the door made of?
Yes, it looks like solid wood, but only wood, so no
Can we
metal.
set it on fire with a torch?
Or just break it down. I don't think that's how that works. Just, you have an axe.
Can I try to chop the door with my axe?
You can certainly try.
Here's Bathroga.
Oh my god. Make a attack roll against the door with your axe.
With my disadvantage too.
No, so that's an attack, so it's not included in the.
Okay. Good, great. Then it's what's that? 19. I can't do math.
Alright, you just swing the axe and hit it. Give me some damage. How hard?
Damage to the door.
Damage. Just kill the door.
11.
11. Alright, you hit the door, and one of the metal planks sort of like bends inwards. So you can see through the door. It's not broken. It's getting there, but you're going to need to hit it again. You can hear a screeching sound coming from down the corridor from the portcullis.
Okay.
And a sort of like a hurrah. Hey!
Damn it.
And then through the hole you made in the door, you can see someone just sitting with a book and just looking up at you.
We're all gonna die.
Oh dear! And he closes his book and just drops it and runs. So you want to make another attack roll?
Yeah, sure. Let's try to kill that fucking
Door, the hardest enemy.
that's really good. That's math again. For 23.
That hits. So you hit it already, and you're angling your axe in the right way. Give it some damage.
Okay. Damage. Oh, that's
Damage.
9.
9. Alright, you just hit it hard enough that the sort of like middle section breaks, and the door just collapses inwards. So
Perfect.
it's still on the hinges, the rest just collapses on the floor. And then you can hear from the other end of the corridor, "Get them!" And just these footsteps. So you get through the door. You can see there's sort of like a not an office, but kind of like a room for guards to sit around, pass some time, and then another corridor going down with just cells on each side going off in the distance, and then there's another block going in the other direction, and then there's a staircase leading down, and this table with a book just dropped on the floor next to it.
Is there any chests or anything in this room where belongings might...
I don't think
There's one chest in this room.
I go and open it.
Alright.
For fuck's sake.
You open it, it's empty.
Alright, that's not the worst that could happen with a chest in
I think we
in
should
this game.
continue.
Yep, let's do it. Which way?
What did that prisoner look like?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just.
The resistance are really testing us here.
Are you sure
Turn into a
that?
black room.
Are you sure that prisoner might not just have been me?
I mean, it could have been, but I think he mentioned like multiple. Like he talked about you as you were a separate entity. So.
Are you sure that he was not just telling you that something was happening? Like, what did he exactly tell you?
He said that there was a prisoner that might do some stuff, the resistance, and then that there was also an elf who was in our party, which I assume is you, who was about to be executed.
Couldn't they be the same person?
I mean, then I blame him for the way he explained it.
You can hear
Could
footsteps
he?
really close outside the door now.
Technically, yes, but at this point, I mean, we're here. How are we gonna get back? At this point, we might as well commit.
I begin walking.
Okay, so
Which way?
Enoch, you remember that you were brought up from what might have been the lowest section of the complex. There were 3 stories, levels with these cell blocks. So you brought up 2 staircases to this level you're on now. So you think the staircase, but you know that the staircase leads down to the next cell block, and then further down to a third cell block, which you were kept.
Well, I was kept on the lower levels, so I don't know. Maybe they keep important prisoners there.
It's possible. I mean,
It's possible.
we don't know where this will be, so at this point, might as well just check out around your cell.
Okay.
You can see through the broken door, just round in the corner, a dragon cultist with the mask and everything, the weird ropes beneath the armor, sword drawn, comes around the corner, looks at you. You there! Stop! You can't get out! You're trapped! Lay down your weapons!
I try to stab him in the neck.
If you just fly up to him and try to stab him, sure, make an attack roll. He was pretty sure you were at least maybe 20 feet away, but then all of a sudden, you're just in front of him.
12.
12? Alright, you just appear next to him and try to stab him, but he sort of like shies away and you hit his mask instead and you pull it off and you see it's just a face that's disfigured by, not, it does look like flames, but maybe something else has, like, maybe a cold burn or something. And just looks at you. Ah, my face! You should not have looked at it! And pulls it back on.
Oh, my bad. Low self-esteem.
So, all of you roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Dear.
Damn it.
18.
12.
14.
Okay, 14 for Dagger. Bethrogar, what will you
12.
And Dinok.
18.
18, alright. So, Enoch, you had the best, but you just took your turn. So, Dagus, you are next in line. So, Dinok just flew up in the face of this guard, and
How far are they away?
so you're in this kind of like middle guard room thing. There's about 20 feet to the corner where this guard came around, so they are about 20 feet away. And then you can hear more guards coming up from the corridor behind.
Well, I'm not gonna abandon a teammate. So I'm gonna run up and attack the guard that came around the corner with my... Well, with my longsword, still. I
So you rush
think I'll wait with the dragon sword.
So you rush up next to Dinok.
Yes.
Just and then you attack.
Yes.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
What is that? Ah, god damn it. 13.
13. So you swing your... And he lifts his scimitar and sort of like parries. It gets caught in all the dragon ornaments on the hilt. Not that good, are you, you useless fish man? Do you have anything else you can do?
No, I think I'm fine.
Alright, then it is Bethrogar.
Can I just start by getting really, really angry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just...
I start raging.
And I'm just gonna say, as a natural part of becoming angry, you just burn off the alcohol.
Yay! So there's just like a steam cloud of ethanol.
You start like, and steam start coming out of your ears.
I don't remember what did rage do.
So you get a bonus to your damage,
Rah.
and you get resistance.
Oh yeah, I get resisting to piercing and bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
And slashing. Okay, cool.
Basically all normal weapons.
Good.
And then you add +2 to your melee attacks.
Cool. Great. Okay, then I understand it again. Yes, but I attacked that guard that the two others have been trying.
So just move up, push your comrades aside, and just
Yeah,
go.
and just.
Well, So let's see if you hit.
Let's see if I hit. Yes, I don't. It's what, 13.
Alright, so you walk up and swing it, and he sort of reverses Dragon Blade and catch your axe as well. Ching! Ha ha! I'm not only going to put you in your cell, I'm going to put you in your grave! And then he swings his scimitar first at Dinok, and he hits you for 9 slashing damage.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
And then he tries to hit Bethroga.
Actually, but it's getting kind of bad.
This is not bad. Oh, this is bad. So he tries to hit Bethroga on his second attack, but it just... Are you wearing a helm, maybe?
I don't know. I have my cloth that can turn into a cap.
Oh yeah, you just have your little... he just like bashes you on your shoulder, but it gets absorbed by... I guess you have some... Well, you're barbarian, so you might not have any armor. He hits you, but you just glance it off. It's...
Can I say, haha?
Sure. So they, ha-ha! And looks, oh! And then 5 other guards show up behind him, and they all say in unison, ha-ha! Start shooting crossbows and swinging scimitars. So, let's see. 2 crossbow bolts go for you, Dagers, and they just hit your shield from different directions. One of them swing a scimitar at Dinok.
With disadvantage. I have a shield.
With disadvantage. Oh. Well, they're still really good at that job, apparently. You take another 9 slashing damage. No! And then, so that was 3. So he reverses his blade and tries to attack Davis. And he hits you. And he takes 7 slashing damage. It's just sort of like pushes past your shield and cuts your shield. So that was 2. And the rest fire their crossbows. Just
Oh dear.
they don't shoot at you. They just shoot at the ceiling. Hope they will sort of like ricochet around to just going all over the place. But none of them hit you. So this is going on. Enoch, we are back at you in the top.
Yeah, I'm just kind of not really doing anything. I'm just like being there.
So
Not
are
really
you knocked
moving.
out or?
I kind of want to make a death save.
All right. So you all this going on, you sort of like just you want to fall over, but they're so dense with people, so you're just being kept up. All right, make a death save.
13.
13. All right, so that's 1. At least you're doing well in them.
Yeah.
It's not like you have some kind of bonus or anything from the Way of the Long Dead.
No,
All right.
not yet.
So Dinok, you have 1 plus.
Yep.
Vegas. There's just a mass of dragon cultists in front of you, laughing in unison. Ha ha ha! And then crossbows going off.
Oh god.
I don't want to get hit by that.
Hold on, let me just check up on a spell real fast.
It might be time for a spell.
It might be.
So, I mean, they're all just right in front of us, right?
They are just packed tight.
Yeah, this is when I wish I had some AoE.
Just fireball.
Well, as my bonus action, I will use Thunderous Smite.
Alright. So, as far as I remember, you hit someone and then you add it.
No, I think that's just the Divine Smite, because Thunderous Smite is... Like, that's a spell and its description is just the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack.
Alright. Yeah,
So I'll
alright.
just... Yeah.
Alright, yes. So you use your bonus action to snap your finger and this weird lightning storm coalesce around the sword.
And I will hit the guy that is just like right in front of us. Like
All right. Make an attack roll.
Come on now. 16.
16. That hits. So you just raise your sword, hit him, and sort of like a Sauron, the prologue to the Lord of the Rings, just this explosion of thunder. Whoa!
Alright, let's see.
So is there anything apart from...
I think he has to make a strength save. Or be pushed back after I've done the damage. I was kind of hoping I'll push him back into the other people, but we'll see.
Alright. Well, he fails.
Alright, so I'll just roll for some
Yeah,
damage.
alright. He's pushed back into the rest because they're so densely packed. So sort of like this sort of like comedy moment when he falls back. The rest of them, they all fall down backwards.
Should
Do
I just...
follow?
No, you are sort of like next to...
Should I
sort of like
so-
roll some
Okay, so I
damage for
just
it?
fall down now.
yeah, maybe Dagger grabs you or something. But otherwise you just heal over.
Should I roll some damage for the attack, I guess?
Yes, roll some damage.
Alright, so...
I don't think you can choose to make a thunder damage non-lethal.
No.
But why would you?
16.
16 damage?
With the smite.
So the one you hit, he just looks at you, and then he's lifted off his feet, and his body just collapses with thunder and the slash and the sword, and his dead body hits the rest of them, and they're sort of like pushed away from you. Sort of like bowling pins in the bowling alley. That's this weird comedic sound of pins being hit by a bowling ball. This huge thing comes down from the ceiling. It starts screaming away. No. So yeah, that was your action and your bonus action.
Yep.
Do you want to use your movement or say anything?
Well... No, Dinok is knocked down, right?
Yeah, he looks in a bad shape.
So I guess my movement would not be enough to actually grab him and move. Or should I? Would I need to use a bonus action on that?
You could grab him, but then you would have like half your movement speed. So if you just want to start dragging him, he's not going to resist. He's unconscious.
Yeah, I'll still drag him a bit back from.
Okay, so you start dragging back. So you don't make it all the way back into the guard room, but you
No, that's
start
fine.
making your way towards it. So, Bethrogar, everyone has been sort of like pushed away from you, so you can disengage without provoking an attack of opportunity if that's what you want. And or you could run up and grab Dinok from Daggers and then carry him the last bit into the guard room.
I think I just want to grab Dinok and try to carry him the last bit.
Okay, so Daggers, you carry Dinok, and then Bethrogar comes up to your side, just takes him out of your hands and start carrying him the last bit.
Just this tiny dwarf with this like elf just.
I'm very
I never
fit.
thought I would die being carried by a dwarf.
Just carrying over my head like.
So you get him into the guard room. So you can't see any of the dragon guards from here because they were pushed aside by the thunderous smite. But you still have your action if you want to prepare that, or you can use it to try to stabilize Dinok, or you can do whatever you like.
Let's just try to stabilize Dinok.
All right, make a medicine check.
A medicine check. I'm not proficient in any. Nope. I am not. Yeah, that's not good. That's 2.
All right, you just look at him. I mean, he's bleeding from several slashes, but you just don't know what to do with it.
Would that count as death failure for me?
No. But she's just looking. I don't know. How do you want to try to fail? Do you want to slap him?
I think I just wanna like sit myself like squarely over his chest and just like slap him. Like...
Get up!
Jesus.
Your bones breaking in his jaw and teeth flying out. I don't know.
I'm not sure I want to wake up after that.
That's just the regular resurrection attempt. Just slap him.
Well, she is raging.
Oh, that's true. So around the corner, the dragon cultists appear, and so like two of them look around, look at this dwarf slapping Enoch. Oh my God, she's killing him! Is she on our side? I don't know. I think we should shoot her anyway. Just to be sure. They lean around and try to shoot you with the crossbows. What's your armor class? The Throgar.
My armor class is 14.
14. So one of them hits you,
Damn.
and you take 6 piercing damage.
Am I
But
still raging?
It is. Yes, so that is reduced to 3. They just sort of hit you and just puts it out again, and throws it away, and keeps slapping Dino. So that was 2. Then 2 more appear. Let me show you how it's done. And takes his crossbow, tries to shoot you again. He hits, and the other one fails. So you take another 5 piercing damage, which is halved to 2 piercing damage. So another one hits you, you pull it out. And so, oops, that's not damage. So one left, he walks up, draws the scimitar, and then rushes at Dagers, who's still making his way to the guard room. Swings his scimitar twice at you, but both times he's like, whoa, dodge out of the way, and so,
Alright.
So, Dinok, make a death save. It's just half of your
11.
11, so that is 2 successes. Alright. Dagers, you are being assaulted by one of these cultists in the corridor.
Assaulted.
Lightly assaulted. He's sort of like standing.
I don't. So how many are there?
So 4 of them are sort of around the corner with their crossbows, just, I think I hit the dwarf, I did too. I didn't hit anything. Maybe I should try with another crossbow. And he sort of puts the one away. And then there's one other with a scimitar attacking you in a melee range.
Alright.
It's 2 attacks of like just glancing off your armor. Ding! Well, ding! Apparently nothing this round.
Well, fuck it, I'll just attack him.
Alright, make an attack roll.
God damn it! 9.
9. You swing your sword, and it's not the same guy from before, but it's sort of like similar tactic. It sort of like catches your blade on his and sort of let it slide down and just get entangled in all the dragon ornaments at the cross guard. The Throgar.
Yo.
Oh yeah, you can also run into them if you want to, but that would provoke an attack of opportunity.
What?
Dagers.
Oh,
You still have your movement.
yeah.
So
Is it-
if I do, can I run around like a corner? So the
Sure.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll try.
Alright, so you run, try to get out of his reach. I'm not going to use my annihilation dice.
No,
I'm
thank you.
going to be nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
I will use
Natural
this
20.
the unlucky one. Oh, there you go. Swings the sword and you feel it hit your back, but it just glances off your armor.
Okay.
Okay.
And you make it around the corner. Maybe I should keep like this. It should be your ally dice, and this should be enemies.
Yes, maybe.
Alright, so you made it around the corner. The Throgar, you are still sitting sort of like in the middle. You can see everything that's going on. All the cultists looking at you in the middle of this hallway with Dilok dying. Well, he seems to be stabilizing a bit, but he's still critical.
Well, I suppose I'm trying to stabilize him again.
Alright, well, yeah. You could drag him out of the way if you want to, or you can do that afterwards. It's up to you. Maybe it's easier to stabilize him first.
Maybe I just, like... let's
good that
drag
you're
him
not
out of
drunk.
the way first so he's not instantly hit.
Alright, so you drag him aside, up next to Dacus, and then you can try to slap the wounds closed or something. I don't know.
Try to slap the wound to close.
Slap him so hard that it stops bleeding too badly.
Ah, that's not too. That's good. That's a 18.
Alright, so you slap him so hard that all the wounds have like flap shut, and they're just sting enough to sort of like stay closed for a bit. So, you're stabilized.
Yeah.
You just hit him on the head, and it sort of sends a shockwave down the body that makes all the wounds close up.
I think she needs to become the death monk.
Maybe.
Like, she seems to have pretty good
Well,
knack
maybe
for it.
she read your or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just made a lot.
You just rummage around his pocket, find his death notes. Well, not those death, but his notes on death, and just start stuffing them into his wounds, stabilizing him. Just 40 years of research.
Yeah.
No, I like the healing punch.
Yeah.
All right, so that is your turn. You can hear dragon cults sort of make their way cautiously down the corridor. Shh, shh, be careful. They might be hiding right around the corner. All right, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first. All right, I can do this. Watch me. And you hear the blade sliding out of the scabbard. And around the corner, a cultist steps and looks to the side, looks at you, Dacus, and tries to attack you. Ooh. And he does so very well. I forgot to use the other die.
Damn.
He hits you. You are as surprised as he is. And he just slashes you across the face or something like that. And you take 10 slashing damage.
Alright.
Then the next sort of pokes up behind him. There he is! And sort of like tries to hit you over the shoulder of the other one. And that's much better. So your armor class is 18.
Yes.
Alright, so his first attack glances off your armor, but the second one hits you for 9 slashing damage. Then 3 more appear and just fill the room and point their crossbows at you. Surrender!
Oh, please just use me as a human shield, for God's sake, don't die.
This is your last chance to surrender! So, yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to... We are back at... So, Dinok, you are stabilized, still unconscious, sort of like being held in front of Bethroga, maybe. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's technically Dacus' turn, but you can both talk if you want to. We're sort of like let's say, a diplomacy round. That's the point their weapons at you. Rub them! Rub that sword! That belongs to the dragon cult!
Well, quite a predicament.
Rest assured, you will be dealt with fairly, and you will be put in front of a judge. It will be all very fair.
Will we be put in the arena?
Well, that is up to the judge, I would say.
I guess.
I don't think we can win
Well,
it.
it seems like a worse way to deal with criminals these days.
No.
Make heroes out of them. You know that guy, Farlon White Dragon?
Mhm.
He used to be a criminal. Then he was worshipped by the masses.
Ah.
I don't like the arena. It's not brutal enough. Just a clean cut.
I don't think we have a choice here, Bethroga.
I don't think we do either, so...
Drop your weapons. hands coming up. Oh. All right, so you lay down your weapons, and they sort of gingerly move close, waiting for you to make some sudden moves. Then start kicking away your weapons, bring out some handcuffs, I guess, and start locking you up. And you are being led away down the stairs into the cell block. So maybe it's all working out as you intended.
Yeah.
And that's why we're gonna leave off
Oh
for the
my
session.
god.
I'm still pretty sure that it was me that they were talking about, so we could have just skipped this.
No. That's
Who
no
knows?
fun.
Very good, very good. That was certainly different from what I expected.
I thought that it would go better, but then I made the mistake of deciding to roll due to immersion laws. Since I have almost died like a couple of times, so I only thought it would be realistic to like have to roll to see how my decisions would go. And like,
No,
it
it's
didn't
good.
go very well.
It's good. It has to be
I
like
have
this.
survived this too, I think.
I mean, you've been through the entire justice system of the Dragon Call. You came out alive,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
you went back in.
Doesn't seem too bad.
Plus, it's like, we have one death sentence yet. How about second death sentence?
I'm a death monk. I can't experience death enough.
These are like sold out to people in the past. I had the death sentence twice in Waterdeep.
Would be sad if in the beginning of next episode it's just all of the characters getting executed.
It's just like,
Oh, we're going to the arena. No, we're coming right now.
we improved this. You are being locked inside a small room with a crazy man with a string and just blown.
Oh no. Oh god.
My character's name will now be Dinok, the double judged.
Enoch, the not elf. That was terrible.
Well,
Dinok, double
Anyway.
judged.
So
Perfect.
we are going to return with a vengeance, maybe,
oh yeah, that's gonna be quite an episode next time, I feel.
next Thursday at
It's going to be
7
weird.
p.m. Central European time for more Dragon Trouble. You're certainly in trouble now.
Oh yeah.
So maybe
We have
That's
to
the
live up
first
to the
part.
name. Maybe that'll
yeah,
be a
so
couple of
maybe
dragons.
That'll be a dragon next time. Who knows? Excitement,
Hmm.
danger, mystery,
All of it.
all of it. Yes. See
They
you next
decide
time.
to not execute us. They decide to just feed us to the dragon.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll fight the dragon in the arena.
Really dragon trouble.
You think directly to the dragon, they turn out to be like a weak, like in Fallout New Vegas, where you get taken to this guy, this old man, he's easy, just shoot him. Oh my god, killed the faction.
Yeah.
Why did we take him? What? Anyway,
Yes. Anyway.
we will end the stream here, so see you next time for adventure. Oh, oh,
Ah.
Uh...
bye.